Determining the need for a deafblind intervener in educational settings. Developed by the Texas Deafblind Project. Students who are deafblind may find it difficult to navigate a busy school environment. An intervener is a para-educator who provides direct support to a student who is deafblind for all or part of the instructional day. Most students who are deafblind need to develop a bond and a trusting relationship with a consistent communication partner in a predictable environment in order to progress to higher-level learning. For many students who are deafblind, this trusted communication partner is the intervener. The primary roles of the intervener are to facilitate the access of environmental information usually gained through vision and hearing. Facilitate the development and/or use of receptive and expressive communication skills by the individual who is deafblind. Develop and maintain a trusting, interactive relationship that can promote social and emotional well-being. And provide support to help a student form relationships with others and increase social connections and participation in activities. The document, Determining the Need for an Intervener in Educational Settings, is designed to help the IEP team determine whether an intervener is an appropriate support for an individual student who is deafblind. It is a guideline for discussion about the supports needed to provide the student full access to the educational experience based on 1. Individual student evaluation, and 2. Consideration of the existing and/or proposed services for the student. Step 1. Complete, update, and review evaluation data. In order to use this form effectively, student evaluation in critical areas must be up to date and include the impact that being deafblind has on accessing instruction. Please note, in order to get a comprehensive understanding of your students' access needs, and to ensure you have all of the necessary information, please complete the evaluation tool, Assessment of Deafblind Access to Manual Language Systems, also known as the ADAM-LS, by Robbie Blaha and Brad Carson. Step 2. Questions about the student who is deafblind. The decision by the IEP team to provide intervener services is based on the level of support a student needs in order to gain access and effectively participate in all of their educational environments. A variety of support approaches and strategies may be creatively employed by the team to address those needs. In some cases, training an intervener in deafblind specific knowledge and skills may be most appropriate, effective, and efficient. The questions included in Section 2 of the document can assist the team in determining how to address the supports related to the student who is deafblind. For example, the team should consider if the student needs assistance to effectively detect, gather, and/or prioritize information from communication partners and the surrounding environment. Each question also has additional questions for consideration, such as, does the student need manual markers? Is the student able to read facial expressions and facial grammar? Does the student need you to tell them you asked a question? And so forth. These considerations will help guide the team's discussion. Step 3. Questions about the instructional team. Answering the questions in the next table will help the IEP committee decide if the needs identified above can be supported in the proposed or current instructional arrangement, or if additional strategies or personnel are needed. The questions in Section 3 are structured in much the same way as Section 2. There are 5 main questions and each has a series of guiding considerations for the team to discuss in order to determine if the current program will be sufficient to meet the needs of the student. Finally, Step 4. Determine the need for an intervener. Once the team has completed steps 1 to 3, you are ready to use that information to discuss and make a recommendation about the need for an intervener for the student who is deafblind. Any items answered yes in steps 2 and 3 should be addressed. If an intervener is recommended, this should be noted in the Supplemental Aids and Services section of the IEP. For more information on this, and other resources, please visit the Texas Deafblind Project at txdeafblindproject.org.